Welcome back, y'all. My name is AJ, and I'm here to yap about Higurashi when they cry. Chapter 3, Tatarigoroshi. I am once again joined by my straight man Griffin. Say hello, Griffin.
You ever fallen off a bridge?
I think we can all say Keiichi really fell off.
So true. So true.
Let's just go.
All right. So, what are you expecting?
World War III.
Okay.
My head was pounding. Why the fuck am I still alive? Someone kill me. The sky was bright. It was cold, too. It hurt. Each sensation I felt led to a new and different one awakening. When I came to, his lying face further in the dry riverbed. Few body parts hurt a lot. The skin over a bunch of my joints was torn, turned blue, red, or oozing blood. I could tell with my bones that were in pain from the agony I felt wherever I moved. I looked up and saw how high the bridge where I had fallen was. Considering I dropped from the
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotta be freaked out and my internet died.
Oyashiro-sama is actually in the room with you. Ooh. I'm recording on my eyes. But next to me was a broken upside down car seat, which I guess someone pranksters had brought here. Maybe this is how it become living right next to me, allow me to escape instant death. Miraculous. I freaking fucking. Of course, I didn't know whether this miracle was fortunate or unfortunate. I kinda wish I was dead right now. Maybe I'll just die, and I was stuck in this insane world.
Oh no, I'm alive, but
Wait,
all my fucking bones are broken.
I just wish for this world to die.
Oh yeah.
Alright, time to go drown myself in the creek. Oh, it's only for a decade. Ow. The more feeling returned to my body, the more pain flooded in. It hurt so much it would have been better not to have woken up. I needed to get to a doctor. Oh wait, he's dead. Term coach's clinic brought back memories one after another. Memories I wish I hadn't recalled. Thought school was no longer on the bridge. She would have returned to Hinamizawa by now. She would have put on some clothes, go to the clinic, get a chat up, and report how crazy I seemed. The police were waiting for me, without a doubt. This time they would find out for real that I killed her uncle and arrest me. Or send me to a mental institution like I thought they might. Still, I didn't care which it was. Please, someone stop all this pain. You can boil me or cook me after that, whatever you want. I began to walk unsteadily, just limping along. Went downstream and through an animal tree-like path in the woods. Walked haphazardly, searching for a path I knew. Eventually, I finally came across a familiar road and set off towards the clinic. Not to my house, but the clinic which had treated me like a lunatic. I am surprised you are actually walking. Hot and humid. There was no wind and the air was stagnant. For a while now, I'm smelling the terrible stench of burned eggs and my face was scrunched up. And then at last I noticed something. Couldn't hear any cicadas. The first time I heard Hinamizawa was so utterly silent. Except for that
Oh
funky
yeah.
music that's playing in the background. Birds chirp in the morning, cicadas always chirp loudly, and Higurashi only rolls up in chorus in the evening. Something I'm always to hear. I could hear a single insect. The only thing I could hear was the rustling of the wind brushing the treetops. I never experienced this sort of quiet before. Even the only sound coming from the trees lacked life somehow.
Is there sound? Or no?
Do you not hear the
I did not.
the song?
No, I don't.
Oh, that's weird. I know Discord's picking it up. Not Discord. OBS is picking it up.
Oh, it's because your sound device changed. Discord.
Oh. Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
Okay. It's weird. Discord, fuck you. Trees and leaves around sparse too early for autumn. Even the weeds that are growing so persistently at the side of the road had yellowed, browned, and lost their vigor. Only the nice stuff was the June Hinamizawa I knew. Do you hear that high-pitched noise? Was that just me?
No, that's part of the song.
Yeah, the fallen leaves and rotting weeds led me to find a few small insects centered in the back. They weren't moving. They were corpses. I looked closer to see the insect corpses scattered all around, and like a children had collected other samples and just thrown them about. It fucks me up that they tell kids in Japan to go fucking collect bugs. I would rather die. I have all the bug corpses and fallen leaves and trees in summer. Has someone sprayed herbicides or pesticides around here? Is the entire town actually dead? Is what Rena said that one day? What happens if you just woke up and everyone was dead? Would you regret life until that moment? About midnight. What wasn't the smell? Nobody would want to be walking around outside. Just what was this anyway?
Out of the forehead.
No sound. No noise. Not even a breath. Hinamizawa was silent. Can someone please turn that music off? School would come into view right after turning this corner. And yet I couldn't help any commotion at all. None of the shouts or grunts that children thought we made. It was simply quiet. Just pretending to ignore the silence had grown intolerable, I saw the school. And finally I heard something. It was the sound of a few trucks. There were a few tall trucks parked in the schoolyard idling. About 10 workers in raincoats were unloading things from their trunks. It was hot and humid, even my casual clothes. I could imagine how unbearable that must have been. And then I remembered. Our school was rented from the Forest Service field office building, wasn't it? Strange for Forest Service trucks to be doing some kind of work in the schoolyard. Besides, what did the Forest Rangers do anyway? I felt bad for them having to work in such heat with such a stench about. Am I not bleeding out from every pore? Tugging colorful cargo out of the trucks and laying it up to the schoolyard. Containers, fairly large ones, inside multicolored patchwork bags. Heavy too, they were being carried in pairs. They lined them up very neatly like tuna in a riverside fish market. Several dozens, hundreds of tuna, completely filling the fairly wide schoolyard. I forgot my pain for a little while, captivated by this big forest ranger job I've never seen before. As I stood there watching in daze, people in the raincoats working on the other side noticed me. One of them pointed me out and they shouted a few things back and forth. I thought they might yell at me for getting their way, so I decided to leave post haste. But then 2 trucks drove behind me. Stepped aside and they entered the schoolyard. Sheets covered their trucks, but I could tell they were completely full. As they passed by, there was an awful smell that made me want to choke. It wasn't the same burnt egg smell before, but even worse one, like rotten crab meat. How do you know what that smells like? What on earth was that?
Rotten crab.
Terrible stench after another all day. Certain white letters and buzzing the sides of trucks caught my eye. Ground self-defense forces. What? Self-defense forces? Like the army? What's the army in the schoolyard?
おい君、どこから入ってきた?
Suddenly someone slapped me on the shoulders from behind. Turned around and a canopied SFD Jeep was parked there. The
SDF.
SDF person had a green raincoat and gas mask along the movie. He was carrying a compressed air cylinder. He looked normal. There wasn't an inch of exposed skin anywhere.
どこから入ってきた?
Right, I fell off a bridge. When I tried to stretch a wound on my head. Maybe just SDF people exchanged glances. Couldn't see their faces through their masks, but it seemed surprised.
君はHinamizawaの住民か? 住所と名前は言えるか?
一応ここに住んでますけど、名前は前原圭一です。あ、住所は獅子骨市Hinamizawa村。
SDF is the Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force.
So they're army,
本部
right?
応答願います。本部応答願います。402生存者発見。繰り返す。402生存者発見。場所は営林署入り口前。
本部了解。生存者を至急保護されたし。生存者の容体は？
生存者は健在。全身に外傷を認められるも生命に支障なし。自立歩行可能。これより保護し本部へ送致します。
Prepared to go along with the police, but the SDF? Couldn't help but think it seemed a little bit much. Oh shit, I have a 5-star wanted rating. No wonder they're here.
Hmm.
Back truck. They told me to put on this gigantic gas mask. It's so one of the troops fiddled around with a bit, strapping it tightly to me. It's heavy, hard to see out of it, hot and difficult to breathe. Just looking at the world though, the lenses made a loose sense of reality. Breathing sounded like some giant monster through the gas. At this point, I had no idea what was happening. With much trepidation, I asked the trooper adjusting my mask.
すみません。何かあったんですか？
君はどこにいたんだ？何をしていたんだ？
Hey, don't answer a question with more questions. What's one asking you?
ずっと山に入ったところにある吊り橋から落っこちて河原で多分気絶してました。今日が何曜日かもよくわからないです。
今日は昭和58年の6月
So a day
22
has
日
passed.
水曜日だ。
Mm-hmm.
That surprised me. That could push me off the bridge on Tuesday, the 21st. I mean, I've been asleep on that riverbed for an entire day.
改めて聞きますけど、何があったんですか？なんで自衛隊が来てるんです？何かの訓練ですか？
Had my question been that difficult for him? None of the troopers would have answered me. I driver seat talking on the radio turn. Oh my god, we're in fucking novel mode all of a sudden. Sitting down at the broadcast station, another came in. Sorry to listen to the voice of the radio announcer I was familiar with.
より首相官邸で行われました。記者団からの自衛隊の災害出動が迅速に行われなかったことが前例のない未曾有の大災害に直結したのではないかとの質問に対し、奥野官房長官は次のようにコメントしました。
でありまして、県知事からの派遣要請を受けて迅速に対応したものと思っております。
とこのように述べ、要請を受けてからの自衛隊の出動は迅速であった。むしろ県側の事態把握に遅れがあった可能性を示唆しました。そもそも自衛隊の派遣を要請した県知事は、災害発生から前例のない大災害であることをいつ認識できたのか、そして災害派遣要請までにいわゆるお役所的なロスタイムが生じ、被害の拡大を招いたのではないか、今後の究明が待たれています。首相官邸より報道部の尾形記者がお送りしました。さて、ここでもう一度災害発生からの行政の対応を振り返ります。
In the middle of the night between June 21st and June 22nd, a large-scale disaster broke out in Hinamizawa village, Shishibone. The details have not been yet investigated, but there was an eruption of volcanic gas from somewhere in the Hinamizawa area. The gas was relatively heavy. As he spewed out, it began to flow. The flow went down along a small river and headed directly into Hinamizawa village. After a few hours, it had covered the entire region. Happened in the middle of the night, 2 to 4 a.m. Every home and house in the village was afflicted. As most of the residents sleep as those that they died without noticing the crisis. The catastrophe striking in the middle of the night caused this detection to come too late. But there was still one small opportunity to have noticed it. 3 a.m. A news dealer shopping with Hinamizawa sent a vehicle carrying the morning newspaper to its branch in Hinamizawa. Usually the shop would be contacted upon the vehicle's arrival, but this morning that didn't happen. The news dealer shop made repeated calls, but got no response. The shopkeeper sent his eldest son to check on things, but they lost contact with him as well.
非常に悔やまれています。この時点で警察か消防への連絡があったなら、事態はもっと改善されていた可能性が高いでしょう。少なくとも村全滅という惨劇は免れた可能性があります。
6 a.m. Residents in the area in the same region became continuously calling 119 to report the smell of rotten eggs, dizziness, nausea, and headaches. Fire department refused to see reports, all in the same confirmed region. They speculated a truck loaded with chemicals might have gone into an accident and reported it to the local police. 6:30 a.m. Contact was lost with the patrol car on duty in the Hinamizawa area after the officer reported the smell of rotten eggs. Local police considered the possibility of a large-scale disaster involving highly lethal gas and reported to the prefectural police at 7:15 a.m. 8 a.m. The governor was traveling to nearby prefecture sections, so in accordance with regulations, Prefectural Environment Disaster Prevention Chief provisionally escalated to the Director General and set up disaster risk countermeasures office. However, without contacting the governor, the countermeasures came too late.
近年市民団体によって指摘されていますが、議員待遇者との視察旅行は完全に親睦を目的にしたもので、主演三昧だと噂されています。近い筋の話では、知事は徹夜で飲んだくれて泥酔状態で就寝していたそうです。環境部長から電話があった時も泥酔していて、全く取り合ってもらえなかったのだそうです。
So the authorities and hours took over for the governor to grasp the situation, sober up, nothing but accumulate information.
知事は言うに及びませんが、知事不在時には本部長を務めることになる環境部長にも怠慢の責任が問われるでしょう。また、県としても大災害を想定したマニュアルが用意されておらず、対応が常に後手に回ってしまったのが致命的でした。
9:12 a.m. On the advice of the prefectural police, the governor requested a disaster relief meeting with the SDF. By the time the chemical defense unit equipped with protective equipment arrived at the scene 8 hours later and passed since the incident's outbreak.
とにかく深夜の就寝中というのが不運でした。同じ災害でも日中に起こっていれば全く違ったでしょう。
All households in Hinamizawa village region were wiped out. There were over 1,000 victims. The SDF is still confirming the situation on the ground, but the results are predicted to only increase in number.
スタジオにはゲストとして火山性の災害にお詳しい地学博士の藤原先生にお越しいただいております。先生、このような恐ろしい毒ガスが突然湧き出すようなことはあるのでしょうか。
火口部に限定して申し上げれば決して珍しいことではありません。火山大国日本にはたくさんの活火山がありますが、それらの火口部はいずれも危険なガスの噴出する危険性があり、一般登山者も火口部周辺には立ち入らないのが一般的です。
では今回南沢村を襲った卵のフラン臭のするガスというのも火口部では一般的なガスということですか。
卵のフラン臭という特徴から、おそらく火山ガスの中でも事故例の多い硫化水素によるものだと考えられます。高い濃度であれば非常に危険なものです。
南沢村は火山の火口部とは全く縁遠い場所にあるわけですが、そういった火口部でない場所にもその硫化水素が発生することがあるのでしょうか。
詳しいことが分かっていないので、まだはっきりとしたことは申し上げられませんが、外国の例で温泉の地下のマグマだまりからガスが噴出したという記録があります。極めて希少な例ですが、必ずしも火口部でなくても発生の可能性はあるということです。
先生、ありがとうございました。今防衛庁から発表があった模様です。防衛庁の森川さん。
はい、防衛庁です。先ほど防衛庁は南沢村ガス災害の主原因となった火山性ガスについて、陸上自衛隊科学学校での分析の結果、二酸化炭素と硫化水素の混合ガスによるものだったと発表しました。
森川さん、そのガスは依然として噴出を続け、周囲に拡大しているのでしょうか。
現在南沢村で救助活動に入っている自衛隊第9師団の報告として、ガスの濃度は徐々に薄まりつつある、これ以上の被害の拡大はないと発表しました。ですが依然南沢村地区は危険な状態にあることには変わりなく、今後も注意深く監視を続ける必要があるようです。
防衛庁から報道部の森川記者がお伝えしました。続きまして、避難を余儀なくされている沖宮地区住民の模様をリポートします。現在避難所の一つとなっている下篠崎小学校に報道部の現地記者がお伝えいたします。
何ですかそれ。
At the jeep clambering and bouncing around the road, none answered my muttered question. And predicted catastrophe. And destroyed Hinamizawa in a single night? Where was Hinamizawa village anyway? Someplace deep in the mountains, right? The places I heard about on the radio were always like that. They were all places I never heard of, much less knew the locations of.
It was in a valley.
What does that mean? Does it say how many died and how many were injured? How many people were alive? Where did everyone evacuate to? Eventually we came to a view of Coach's clinic. First time I saw a flag of Japan hanging on a pole outside. Japan's nuclear sun hung down as though exhausted. Many SDF tents were set up in the clinic's parking lot, and many strict security vehicles parked there as well. We saw a jeep coming, men in white clothing, gas masks came running out of the clinic, frantically carrying a stretcher.
もう大丈夫だよ。具合は
Alright, I fell off a cliff.
歩けるかい？
Oh yeah.
歩けます。あ、いてて。
Because of my owls, they forced me to lay on the stretcher anyway. Perhaps those seemed like doctors look at me and notified us of my condition via radio.
外傷多数。骨折もしくは内臓損傷の可能性大。頭部に大きな裂傷。瞳孔正常。眼底に出血なくも脳内損傷の可能性は否定できず。
In the clinic entrance, people lying stretchers were brought outside to replace me. Judging by the clothing, they were from Hinamizawa. And that's how I knew they were victims. They brought the stretchers in front of the truck. Two troops holding the shoulders and legs, carrying like baggage, picked up and threw them into the trunk. Trunk of the truck, people's bodies piled up in heaps. They were just like baggage and told me they were really nothing but shells. In a moment I remembered all those colorful sacks filling the trunks, lined up in the schoolyard like a fish market. Hundreds of empty shells. Corpses. 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 It's past midnight, Keiichi, I can't yell.
バカ！犠牲者を粗末に扱うな。彼は村の住民だぞ。
Let's the sacks answer with a humble salute. The world didn't need this insane version of Hinamizawa. My final wish. Again, it was granted. I didn't understand anything anymore. None of it mattered. I wish I cursed, and then it happened the next day. And please, tomorrow morning, let me die. That insane night is still going on. Please, please end it already.
Oi, 意識が損失したぞ。患者の名前を呼びかけろ。早く。
Okay.
前原くん、聞こえるかい？聞こえるなら
I know, they have to do that. It's just the way he phrased it. Like, quick, shout his name. It'll heal him.
Yeah.
Suddenly the world didn't matter to me anymore. Wasn't interested in their cries.
呼吸が停止したぞ。気道確保。人工呼吸。絶対に生かせ。畜生。畜生。もうこれ以上死者はごめんだぞ。死んでもいい命なんかないんだ。殺すな。殺すな。
Could you hear the voice of a man crying and screaming in my ears? Nobody deserves to die. Those words came from his heart. They were so commonplace, and they soaked into my heart too. It was a mistake to take someone's life, even once to save Satoko. If this is the price I have to pay, this horrible tragedy, then this is a little much, Oishiro-sama. Why did you never punish me? Couldn't think of it. Satoko said something. Oishiro-sama's actual curse never goes for his target first, but kills everyone they love before that. Oishiro-sama's curse. It was a convenient excuse I told myself very end. Once my curse is destroyed, but Oishiro-sama's. Given that I was a stretcher, this next bit might have been a bit obvious. But last of all, I realized one thing. Yeah. Today, I had not heard those footsteps following me. Even once. Now I was liberated. The cries at Higurashi I could have been hearing filled my mind. The tearful ensemble was the only funeral march I had. Liberation, escaped as last, June 22nd, 1983, early morning. A widespread disaster occurred in the Hinamizawa village, Shishibone Prefecture. Volcanic gas, carbon dioxide, and hydrogen sulfide erupted from Onigafushi Swamp, one of Hinamizawa's area's water sources, and spread to the entire village. There was 12,000 victims. 1,200 victims. 20 have gone missing. The catastrophe was unprecedented, forcing local governments to evacuate approximately 600,000 people. According to early investigation, magma pools and hot springs were uncovered directly under Onigafushi Swamp. It really was a portal to hell.
Yep. Gas.
Directly after the incident broke out, many came forth claiming disaster was cursed based on the Hinamizawa legend, first sparking a wave of chaos. There are apparently local legends of a curse spreading a miasma, destroying the village. And some scholars believe a similar gas disaster may happen in the past to remain part of those legends. More extreme periodicals suggested that the extension of the string freak of death incidents that have been occurring in recent years in Hinamizawa, stirring interest and theories about this curse of Oyashiro-sama. In addition, relatives of those in Hinamizawa village who escaped the disaster complained of sickness afterwards and were hospital. Some of them died of unknown causes, further encouraging such opinions. On top of that, several relatives professing to possess Oyashiro-sama curse committed suicide in strange ways. And the impact of disaster as the entire nation can no longer be ignored. While vision terrible toxic gas sneaking around in the middle of the night, killing people spilled across the country. Causing all studies from people complaining of insomnia, difficult breathing, headache, dizziness, etc. Some women identified themselves as being obsessed by it began to doing odd things. Most of these were mistakenly attributed to tabloid press. Afterwards, even some became mental issues arising from the Hinamizawa tragedy, the Hinamizawa syndrome. The Hinamizawa village region, the objects of all kinds of ruins and circulation, screen closed off. Even flying overhead is prohibited. Prohibition was at one point undone as a result of decrease of gas density. But the autumn, another gas burst was confirmed, leaving the area being cordoned off again. Where does the area sound asleep? All traces of former life intact and left to rot. Only one survivor remains. My brother Keiichi, who lived in Hinamizawa village. Time rescue had some trouble breathing due to fluid building up in his lungs. As a result, licensing procedure. Oh, he was kept alive.
He was kept alive.
He's currently in a general hospital somewhere in the prefecture. Press have been asking for him some time, but all the images are being refused. What did he see in Hinamizawa? What happened between June 21st and June 22nd in Hinamizawa village? They remained silent, unwilling to speak of it. The Great Hinamizawa Disaster Memorial Limbs.
Okay. Suicide. Investigation suspended.
Strangled to death.
Or to death.
Keiichi went missing. Guessing went missing. Also committed suicide. Also murder shrine. Investigation suspended. Gas disaster memoriam list. Reina Ryugu. Mion Sonozaki. Oryu Sonozaki. Ojo Satoko went missing. She was never found. Tepe went missing. My brother's parents died. Tomita, Okumura, Chie, Kimiyoshi.
Oh, fleeing.
Yeah. Kameda? Who was Kameda again?
One of the little kids.
Shion Sonozaki committed suicide.
Suicide.
Attended
the victim's hospital.
Died of severe mental disorder. He was released on the leave in peace. Stays in peace. Higurashi one day. Oh wow, we have actual credits this time.
Yep.
Serial murder novel number 3.
remember episode Yumendaku episode 1?
Yeah.
Credits? Yeah, this is that.
Holy shit.
Higurashi. Yep.
Well, that's depressing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mini games? What mini games?
Mini games? Oh my god, the fucking mini games! I forgot about them.
Oh, and the PS2 version?
Yeah, I think they're in here somewhere.
Higurashi when they cry. Welcome Hinamizawa. June 2003. So how many years is that?
20 years later.
20 years later. The capital of Osaka Prefecture. Discovered a cassette tape while being organized possessions of his son, who passed away 8 years ago. Son went missing when his fishing boat capsized in 1995. He was 47 at the time of his death. Years later, in 2003, they began to organize their son's remains in order to organize their minds. They came across the cassette tape in question. That's the year this game came out. From 1975 to 1989, he said experience working as a journalist for a photography periodical, and this tape is thought to be created during that time. And one tape reads as 11/28/1983, my about Keiichi. Tape recorded during an interview with my about Keiichi, the only survivor of the Great Hinamizawa disaster that occurred in June of 1983.
The Great Hinamizawa disaster.
As the only person who lived through the disaster the night of June 21st, found a mystery. Many mystery parties seemed to question, but he never once so supposedly to anyone in a public place. Therefore, the tape caused quite a stir, possibly an extremely high value. Click.
なんだか録音されてると思うとすごく喋りにくいですね。
気にしない気にしない。ほら、こうすれば録音してるのも気にならないでしょ。
He's an adult by now, right? Sound quality dramatically increases.
No, this is after.
Yes, this is from 89, so...
Oh, 89, so 6 years later, yeah.
質問から。ケイチ君はあの大災害の夜どこにいたのかな？
Doing drugs and you're fucking your sister.
ずっと林道を進んで吊り橋があるんですよ。山に入る少し前に。そこから落ちて気を失ってました。
それは大災害の夜、つまり21日から22日にかけての深夜のこと？
いいえ、21日の火曜日の朝です。それで次の日の昼間に目を覚ましたわけですから、1日半はそこで気を失ってたと思います。
どうしてそんなところに？誰もが持つ疑問だけど、当日は平日で、しかも落ちた橋は君の家と学校からは大きく離れているよね。ザックバランに行って君が大災害の発生を事前に知っていて、村から逃げる途中に吊り橋から落ちたんじゃないかっていう声もあるんだけど。
冗談じゃないです。勝手なことを言わないでください。
私も随分ひどい言い分だと思うよ。気を悪くしないでね。
Please don't be offended.
さて、次に圭一君が落ちたという吊り橋なんだけれど、地図で言うとここだよね。神社の裏から林道を抜けて至る吊り橋というのは。
多分。俺もあんまり行かないところなので自信はないですが。
そんなに行かないところにどうして平日の朝に行ったのか疑問は尽きないけどな。それでこの君が気絶していたという河原なんだけど、実はそれはありえないという噂は知っているかい？
ありえない。またありえないですか。まだ。
Well, my body Keiichi mutters the word "aniyai" several times.
どうしてありえないと？
火山ガスが発生したのは鬼ヶ淵という沼なのは知ってるよね。それで学者の先生が緻密な模型を使ってシミュレーションをしたら興味深いことが分かったんだってさ。例の火山ガスってのは空気よりも重いらしくて、地形に沿って低いところへ低いところへ流れ込む水みたいな性質があるんだってさ。それで発生源の鬼ヶ淵沼からそういうガスが噴出し、どれくらいの時間をかけて村を覆うのか実験がされたんだ。そしたらさ、君が気絶していたという河原、流れ込むんだよ、ガスが。
よく言ってる意味がわからないんですが。
つまり、君が本当にこの河原で気絶していたなら、君は丸一晩、猛毒の火山ガスの中にいたことになるんだよ。だからつまり、君がここで気絶をしていた可能性は否定されたわけさ。もっとざっくばらんに言うよ。私はね、君が嘘をついているんじゃないかなって思うんだ。君は大災害の時、安全なところに身を潜めていて、ガスが薄れた頃合いを見計らって村に現れて自衛隊の人に保護された。どうかな？ 図星かな。
Shut the journalist presses my about Keiichi further and tease you away with her heavy sighs.
別に仮にそうだったとしても俺は今さら驚きませんけどね。
驚かないとはどういう意味だい？
あんたもさっき言いましたよね。ありえないって。あのひなみ沢ではありえないことなんていくらでも起こるんです。あそこじゃいないはずの場所に人がいる。死んだはずの人が生きてる。そんなこと珍しいことじゃないんですよ。まさか俺自身が死んだはずなのに生きているってやつを立証しようとはね。
Jonathan, Keiichi, and my brother are both laughing for a while. Everybody says the others members of check the tapes with his voice. However, the sound was not clear, much had passed, but I couldn't remember what he sounded like. The game positive proves it was actually his voice.
5年目のたたりではないかという話についてはどう思う？
いや、
I mean, that sounds like his voice to me.
5年目のたたりは俺ですから。
え？何のこと？
何のことって、あんたの話に対する答えですよ。
Doubts also remain regarding the date 11/28 written on the tape.
まあ、言っても信じないでしょうけど、俺が起こしたんです。俺がね、こんな村、丸ごと死んじまえって願ったから怒ったんです。
そりゃ、豪快な話だね。
豪快？そういう面白い言い方もあるんですね。
After my battle, Keiichi's failed suicide attempt on a certain August date 2 months after the disaster, diagnosed with mental disorder and transported to a treatment facility.
俺が殺したあの時の俺にはね、何か神がかり的な力が宿ってたんですよ。そう。例えるなら、
mental disorder.
足音？なんだいそれ。
あんた、足音を聞いたこともないんですか？ペタペタ。ひたひた。
I love how onomatopoeias differ. Physically never allowed any news coverage, so it's extremely unlikely that tape would be dated after August 1983 would have his voice on it.
それでね、自分がちゃんと立ち止まったにもかかわらず、足音が一つ余計に聞こえたなら気をつけた方がいいですよ。
そうだね。気をつけるようにするよ。
そんなに俺、面白いこと話してますか？
However, the reporter had been criticized for postal message collecting data when it was active. Possibly they broke the facility and forced Keiichi to talk.
監督と同じだ。俺のことを同情したり、話を聞いたりしてるふりをしながら、その実、人のことを異常者扱いしてる目だ。
そんなことはないよ。
いや、俺にはわかるんです。あんたの目は監督と同じだ。
Is this truly my body Keiichi's voice?
あの日以来、もう足音は聞こえない。だから俺にはもう、あんな恐ろしい力は残ってないだろうけど、今ここでもう一度、あんたの死を願ってみる。俺に不愉快な話ばかりをする。あんたの死を。そうだな。今回は一つ、死に方も決めてみよう。高野さんは焼け死にだったから。じゃああんたは逆に水だ。水に溺れて死ぬってのはどうだい
？15 years after this tape was created, the reporter just as my brother Keiichi predicted died in an accident on the sea.
次の朝までには必ず死んでる。さてあんたは何日後に水で死ぬかな？
Hi! Hi!
Keiichi.
あんたも気をつけろよ。 俺ごときにたたり殺されるな。
Going hands in the middle of my brother Keiichi's laughter. And my brother Keiichi. Later on the night of 11/30, 1983, 2 days later, suddenly died from a high fever, cause unknown. Reports remained a strange words he kept giving after the call about the day before he died. Don't scare me like that, Griffin!
Alright.
What was that?
Hey, all cast review.
The Great Hinamizawa Disaster. Learn what
The
happens
Great-
next.
The Great Hinamizawa Disaster. It was so ugly that everyone died. Except for 20 people who went missing.
I'll see you on the all cast review. Until then, have a gay old time. Peace.